It's my one life, and I give it everything I got. I am music. I am sports. I am the culture. Here's a quick news break with yours truly. I'm the one and only. I go by the name of Mr. TALIAFERRO. Please make sure you're following your boy. It's on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And ladies and gentlemen, it is all at is Mr. TALIAFERRO. Come on in, get comfortable, sit down, go get you a snack, something to drink, and enjoy yourself for the next few minutes of your life. You're going to be properly taken care of by your boy. What up, y'all? This is episode 24 of my news break series that we started at the top of the year. We're going to call this one the Black Mamba edition. Y'all can see I got some of the late, great Kobe Bryant right behind me. I just got a new piece. I don't know if you can see it or not, but Nipsey in this bad boy as well. Let me get out of the way. Yeah, that is a beautiful piece of Kobe and Nipsey Hussle. We lost two of our California greats the last few years, and I just wanted to honor both of those gentlemen. So yes, this news break, we're gonna kick it off with two artists that have been lighting up the streets for the last calendar year and some change. Lil Baby and Lil Durk seemingly got some joint music on the way. It all started when Durkio hopped on his social media account the other day, posted a picture, and in the caption it said 100,000 comments, and me and Lil Baby gonna drop our tape, hashtag the voice, hashtag the hero. And apparently it's not just Durk throwing it out there trying to see if he could get Lil Baby to bite. Lil Baby is teasing that same tape. He posted on his Insta story a picture of him and Lil Durk, and he said so soon. So if both of the rappers are talking about it, and we got 100,000 comments, we gonna drop it, and then we got Lil Baby saying so soon. It looks like we're gonna get a tape from Durk and Baby in the next, I would say probably by the end of the month, if you want me to be real with you. I don't know that. I'm just putting it out there. I would assume for these two gentlemen to be teasing it, they probably got at least 8-9 records together, maybe a little more than that. Y'all let me know, though, in the comment box as we get this news break going here. Durk and Baby, is that the tape you want right now? You know, I always cherish those collab tapes because to me personally, when we look back in time, those collab tapes usually age well when it's artists that we like. Think about the Jay and Kanye tape, the Drake and Future tape. They usually age pretty well. Personally, I'm not mad at a Durk and Baby tape. I'll say this. There are artists out in the atmosphere that I would like to see Durk and Baby do a collab tape with more. Let's start with Durk. If I had to put together a Durk collab tape, I definitely would want to see Durk and Shiesty do a tape together. For sure, it seems like they got that chemistry. They obviously got one of the biggest records in the world right now, Back in Blood. And then Shiesty hopped on Durk's last project and went in as well. I would like to see them do a tape. And then I would like to see probably Durk and Polo G. Polo G's another artist that I like a lot. I would like to see them two get on a tape together. Lil Baby. Who would I like to see Lil Baby do a tape with? Of course, Lil Baby and Moneybagg. Why fix it if it ain't broke? I would love to see them two do a tape together. Then I probably also like to see Lil Baby and Drake. I would like to see them. Lil Baby went in on that Wanted Knees records off Drake's little 3-pack that he dropped a few days ago. Those are my two per artist that if I had to get a collab tape from them, I think I want to see them first. But I am not mad at a Durk and Lil Baby tape. If the structure of the tape is mostly Lil Baby on the chorus, and we get a verse from Lil Baby, and then we get one verse from Durk, that's probably gonna be fire. I think that's the formula. Durk is really good at the verses right now, and Lil Baby is good at everything else. Lil Baby can give you a verse, a chorus, anything you need right now. He's hot as hell, and then Durk's been lighting up the streets for the last year or so, which is classic feature after classic feature. So if that's gonna be the temperament of this tape, I ain't mad at that. That's gonna be pretty good. Y'all let me know what y'all think about a Durk and Baby tape in the comment box below. Speaking of Durk and Baby, they had some words. Now, they did not put a name on the subliminal message that they put out on their social media platform, but apparently there's a rapper or two out there that's caught the attention of Durk and Baby in a negative way. It started when Durk on his Insta story posted, "Make raw music and stop crying like bitches, soft ass niggas." And then Lil Baby followed up with that by saying, "Don't sneak diss on the internet, call me." Now, many people are speculating, again, we don't know, many people are speculating though, that this is Durk and Baby's response to the Project Baby, Kodak Black, who did get online the other day and kind of direct some energy towards Lil Baby and the Pooh Shiesty as well. You know, alluding to Shiesty stealing the brr, I get that wrong every time, the brr from him, and then the money flexing on the arm from him. We saw Shiesty respond to Kodak Black's message. Shiesty said the internet and fans will make a real one do some whole shit. Influence, you wasn't rapping when I was out here taking action. I just like your music. I thought you was on the same time, my boy. You was rapping that ish. I really was living before I ever made a song. This internet don't know shit about me. If anything, Chief Keef gets credit. Don't play with me. I'm wrong. I'm the wrong young nigga. We can hit about it for real. All that talking, nigga, gangsters, keep that phone down. And I saw the Project Baby respond to that saying, I've been seeing the admiration dude have for this shit. That's kind of on me, but really it ain't though. Says I ain't really say shit to the jit. So I guess that's as close as we're gonna get to an apology from Kodak. Yeah, cause Pooh Shiesty really loved him some Kodak Black. Like he shouted him out multiple times. The other day he actually said he would like to do a record with Kodak Black, and then Kodak kind of went off the deep end, as we've seen him do on social media time and time again. Hopefully them gentlemen work that out behind the scenes and everything is A-okay. Speaking of Kodak Black, the brother's having a pretty good week from a financial standpoint. So for those who don't know, Cardi B's Bodak Yellow just went diamond. That's a huge accomplishment for Mama Barty.
And I just want to say thank you guys so much, because without you guys this wouldn't happen. Like, this really made my day and really uplifted me for this.
As she becomes the first female rapper ever with a track to go diamond. So Kodak Black hopped on his Instagram account again and his Twitter account to deliver a message to Barty congratulating her. He said Bodak Yellow went diamond, damn right. For those who don't know, Cardi clearly got the inspiration from Bodak Yellow from Kodak Black's No Flocking. And obviously the name of the record is called Bodak, referencing Kodak's name, flipping it a K to a B. Kodak gets paid from the record. I guess a lot of people forgot that, and they hopped online and started going at Cardi like, yo, you ain't give Kodak Black the credit he deserved for helping you influence your career in some capacity. You stole his No Flocking beat and went in on this record. Well, Cardi B cleared that up online. She actually tweeted out, he gets credit on the song. We both getting rich with the song till we die. The song is called Bodak Yellow for a reason. You hoes get on this app saying the dumbest shit. And Kodak also delivered this message, letting it be known that he's getting the bag off of Bodak Yellow.
Cardiac, bitch, me and sis together, we cardiac. You put me and Cardi together, cardiac. Know what I'm saying? Bitch, they can't even guard me and Barty. They can't guard me and Cartier. Me and Cartier. Hey, I'm saying though, you know a real one when a real one like happen like for another person, like that's both of us at the same time.
We pulling up for Cardi.
I ain't tripping.
We pulling up for Cardi right now.
She know, man. Like I'm a real. She like, man, little bro, real one. Like I don't be on none of that crazy. It ain't about nothing, cause bitch, you know, bitch.
From one Atlantic Records artist to another, NBA Youngboy is in the news. Would you have been here for an NBA Youngboy and J. Cole collaboration? Apparently, we're not gonna get it. DJ Academics, hip hop personality, who's pretty accurate. Y'all know I wouldn't come on here with no BS. Academics, I'm assuming he's probably talked to somebody in NBA Youngboy's team. I wouldn't assume him to talk to Cole's team. Apparently, Youngboy and J. Cole had a studio session together, and Youngboy didn't show up. Apparently, J. Cole waited for around 8 hours for Youngboy to show up. Apparently, he got sick or something, and he didn't show up. I want y'all to see this message from Academics via his Twitch account, in which he claims J. Cole was stood up by Baton Rouge's own.
Facts. These are facts. Your favorite rapper, J. Cole, waited in the studio for 8 hours for a session with Youngboy. Youngboy never showed up. Now, let me be fair to Youngboy. Youngboy, you know, he told his people, he said, yo, I'm going to keep it real. Because the thing is, no disrespect to J. Cole. J. Cole's just a rapper. Youngboy be going through shit. He's living life. He's going through shit. Youngboy said, yo, my energy and everything else, whatever, is not fit to be in studio with that guy. And it wasn't about J. Cole. It was just that he and personally what he was going through wasn't fit to be in that environment.
Yeah, I would have liked to see where J. Cole could have took Youngboy musically. A lot of people talk about how Youngboy's, a lot of his music sounds the same. I do respect Youngboy for not pulling up to the studio if he knew his energy wasn't right, if he felt like he couldn't be the best version of himself with an artist of the caliber of J. Cole. We don't see Cole work with a lot of people. Hell, he's kind of become known as the artist who doesn't work with anybody on his albums as of late. But we've seen Cole do a record or two with 21 Savage. I really like where Cole took 21 Savage. I feel like he brought out the best in 21, and then he had the gang and himself do a collab with DaBaby, and I thought DaBaby went in on that one as well. I would have liked to see what Cole could have brought out of Youngboy. I just hate that Youngboy apparently didn't give J. Cole a heads up, like, yo, I'm not gonna be able to make it tonight. I'm not feeling well. My energy ain't right. Just give the legend a call. That's all I'm saying. While we're talking about Youngboy, I saw this online, and it caught my attention here. It leaked out apparently what Atlantic Records, again, this is where Kodak, Youngboy, Gucci Mane, Bruno Mars, Cardi B, Roddy Ricch, all these talented artists, just to name a few, they're signed to. And I saw the budgets for what Atlantic Records was spending with radio stations. For those who don't know, newsflash, yes, labels spend big time money with radio stations to get records in rotation, to keep them in rotation. They quote unquote label is like ad money or whatever. It's really like illegal, but they do it all the time. Then also we know labels spend money with different streaming platforms as well. But here's a list of what Atlantic Records gave radio stations allegedly in 2020 and the top of this year as well. Apparently they spent $2 million for Roddy Ricch. I'm pretty confident most of that money went into the Roddy's The Box record, which was popping anyway, and they just took it to the next level with that label back. And Uzi had a big year last year. He dropped 2 projects to kick off 2020, so that's not a surprise to me. Ava Max, I don't know a lot about her, but that's a lot of money that they put into her. Somebody put me up on Ava Max. Cardi B, $1 million. She had a couple big records in the last calendar year. The Up record as of recent, and obviously she had to join with Megan as well. I could see that one. Okay. Jack Harlow, he had a big record. So not a lot of surprises to me so far. Ty Dolla $ign, that's interesting. He didn't really have one that went. I know he dropped music last year, but it didn't feel like they put damn near $1 million into his budget. Lizzo, I understand that. Lizzo's had a big 2-3 year stretch. Gucci got $800K from the budget. I could see that. Gucci's had a couple big joints in the last couple years. And also Gucci, probably a lot of Gucci's money has been him investing into his artists. Nipsey Hussle, okay, we know it's gonna take some money with Nipsey's situation because he's no longer here with us. Kelly Clarkson, okay, I've heard that name a time or 10,000 times. And then last on this list for what they've given us is NBA Youngboy, $585,000. Now here's why this is interesting. We all know Youngboy's like the streaming capital. He's literally been the top artist on YouTube the last 2 years, by far. I wonder, does Atlantic Records look at Youngboy as a guy that can only sell music or only get to his fan base on YouTube? I wonder, does that tell you much of what they think about the music that Youngboy's making? Do they just believe it goes on the internet? Do they believe Youngboy can sell with a radio audience? Do they believe he creates radio-friendly music? I don't know. Maybe you can kind of decipher what you think that says about Youngboy and the music that he's making. His label seemingly is not behind him as much as they are a lot of the other talents on the label. And by the way, Youngboy's outselling a lot of these artists on this list. To book him, it's a lot more expensive than a lot of artists on this list, just being real. And he actually does more streams on Apple Music, Spotify, and Tidal than a lot of artists on this list. So that's just interesting to me. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it in the comment box below. So Big U was a recent guest on The Breakfast Club. If you don't know who Big U is, go do your research. He's a rolling 60s Crip OG. Just somebody you want to stay on the good side of. Big U's got a new show, by the way, coming on FX called Hip Hop Uncovered. He was on The Breakfast Club the other day promoting it. And Big U brought up younger artists reaching out to him for protection, especially artists that claim the same set as him. And what Big U the point he was trying to make was a lot of times artists reach out to him when they're in the neighborhood or when they're around the area or when they need some type of protection or coverage after it's too late, when they already kind of got themselves into some mess. Big U did bring up Quando, Rondo, who we obviously know what he's been a part of the last 6 months of his life has been kind of wild. Big U did mention Quando by name. He said, Quando was somebody that reached out to him in the last week looking for protection, and obviously the current situation he's in with King Von and Durkio and all that, right? Well, Big U said it was too late and he couldn't help him. Quando Rondo obviously got word of that clip. You can see how he could look at it as like detrimental to his career. if it looks like he reached out to somebody for some help and guidance, and the guy's like, yo, it's too late, check out Quando Rondo responds, and then Big U got back on his social media account to respond to Quando Rondo to kind of clean things up.
Yeah, so I'm addressing this little thing with young nephew with Quando. First of all, I never talked to Quando. You know, it ain't nothing but love with Quando, and I was only addressing something that Charlamagne had said to me. And the nephew reaching out to do something for the kids, definitely do that. Because I never talked to him. He just asked me if somebody reached out. I just feel like I know Cuz and I've been knowing him. And I never heard from him after we had a conversation maybe a year and a half ago. No, maybe 2 years ago. And then, so when he called me, I'm only on positive vibes. So I'm going to pull up on Cuz, or he can pull up on me. I'm in this town right now, so. But I ain't got nothing but love for nephew. And he talked to my son them a week ago about whatever they was talking about. So I'm going to leave it at that.
Man, cuz, I'm going to go ahead and clear this up before y'all get to saying some shit like this. Cuz, first of all, when I hit Unc up, when I hit the big homie up, I was calling that man on some shit like this. Cuz, I got a lot going on. I got a lot of going on out here. I know that Cuz is in a lane where Cuz got a lot of charity shit going on. Cuz just got a lot of positive shit going on. You feel me? Which my team was hitting up a lot of more people, like a lot of people, like we been just calling around everywhere on some shit. Like, man, it's time for me to start giving back. It's time for me to start straightening my face politics wise. You feel me? It's time for me to leave this in the streets and just play my role with this internet shit. No, a nigga was not trying to give back just to have a good face card. I was just trying to once call nobody, no nigga on planet Earth for no protection. Cause I don't fear no man. Why would I wait to get in some and run to the hood? What the I ain't even that type of nigga. Nigga, I ain't no man put fear in me. Killers get killed every day, as you can see. I ain't worrying about no nothing fear me. That man, the nigga life already written, cuz.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I got the utmost respect for Big U. It did seem like he kind of played Quando in the interview just a little bit, you know, by mentioning his name. He didn't have to do that, but he did. And I'm gonna let the OG have that one, right? But I see why Quando could get offended, and Quando, you know, he did what was best for him and his team and his brain. He was like, yo, I was actually reaching out to the OG for some charitable work. Quando is trying his best behind the scenes. I've heard this from multiple people to clean up his image after that King Von situation last year. It has been a mess for him and his brand. He is trying his best to clean it up. I'm gonna be honest, since nobody else has said it, and because I talk to people behind the scenes, and I know everybody is thinking it, I don't like how people are treating Quando Rondo, because I don't understand what the brother did wrong. If you want me to be real with you, he was protected. He had a homie with him, allegedly, that protected him as somebody tried to come at him with violence. Like, ain't that what he's supposed to have around him? Like, y'all, everybody wants it every way. Like, y'all want certain people to do certain things to other people, and there not be consequences for them, but then other people can get away. It's just a mess out there. I don't understand why there's so much hate and backlash in the direction of Quando Rondo. Yes, an artist that we love is no longer here. But what did Quando Rondo do wrong? I don't really understand that one. I'm wishing him nothing but the best. I know behind the scenes he is trying like hell to rebrand himself. It's going to be tough for him to get bookings with that aura around his name. It looks like he reached out to the OG Big U for some guidance and some help. And hopefully now, with that understanding, they delivered their messages online. Hopefully Big U and Quando link. You said he was around the way from Quando. Hopefully that week and they can link and they can come together with something to help the young artists out, man, because he is in a terrible situation, a situation where apparently he didn't even realize he was going to be a part in. On social media, he responded to a fan who was like, yo, the fan said what he said, and then Quando was like, I didn't even know there was issues between me and King Von, right? So, hey, man, I'm praying for all parties involved in that one. Seriously, I'm going to throw up a prayer because that is a mess of a situation. Wishing everybody the best in that one. Hopefully Big U guides the youngin and leads him back down the right path. As we've all kind of been stuck in the house at some point in the last calendar year due to quarantine because of the coronavirus, hopefully things are starting to look upwards nowadays. One thing that a lot of us have given our time to is the Verzuz battles. Now, if you don't know who created Verzuz, it was created by Swizz Beatz and Timbo. It all started when they opted to do a Verzuz battle a couple years ago. That energy just kept going and going, and Swizz and Timbaland, after so long, they were like, yo, why don't we let other artists do what we were able to do? Let's get on Instagram Live, yo 20 records versus my 20 records, and that thing just took off. So today is the day where Swizz and Timbo finally cash in on their hard work on this platform that they've created from the ground up. It was announced that Verzuz will be sold to Triller. Triller is the parent company to TikTok, and Triller has bought Verzuz for, I'm sure, a very hefty amount. Neither party has disclosed the financial deals of the sale, but a part of the acquisition, Timbaland and Swizz will become brand visionaries and join the Triller Verzuz management team. The thing I like about the deal the most is every artist that was incorporated in the Verzuz battle, so all 43 talents, they will all get equity in this deal. I don't know how much that will be. Again, that depends on the numbers of the deal, but that's dope to me. So if you were a part of Verzuz, you're going to receive another bag. And for those who don't know, these artists were getting paid because when you do Verzuz battles, I don't think Swizz and Timbo were paying these artists specifically, but what was happening is because there was so much attention on the battle from Instagram and Apple Music and stuff like that, your streams were going through the roof. So you were making bigger bags just because your music was being streamed because there were so many eyes on it at the same time. Now all those artists involved are going to get a real a figure bag because all 43 artists will be a part of an equity exchange. I don't know if that's going to be like stocks or something like that, but that is dope to hear. Swizz and Timbo released this message to the public. They said this is a momentous occasion, not only for Verzuz and Triller, but the music business as a whole. By putting Verzuz in the Triller Network ecosystem and expanding the Verzuz brand to be side by side with the powerful Triller app, we will be able to continue to grow and evolve the music business as a whole, as we have been doing, to have partners in Triller who share our vision, specifically to celebrate and elevate the amazing artists who continue to shape culture around the world and give the consumer more direct access is game changing. Love it, love it, love it. I saw a lot of people pushing back like, yo, why would they sell it? Why would they sell that platform to Triller? It was black owned and now we giving it away to the white man. Look, I'm gonna say this because I feel like a lot of people forget this. We don't own Instagram. I don't know why we're so comfortable. It actually is pretty slave-like to me. I don't know why we're so comfortable giving that content away to Instagram. Like, I hear people all the time say, this is my page. Why you own my page? Bro, it ain't your page. You don't own anything on Instagram. You have no equity in the company. Most of y'all, at least, most of us, at least. I don't own this YouTube. I don't own my Facebook. I don't own my Instagram. We just own these folks' platform. And to me, to see Swizz and Timbaland grow something from the ground up, put all their time, energy, and effort convincing people to do Verzuz, and now it seems like they're signing over that majority of that to a company that wants to do right by people. I mean, they brought Tim and Swizz on as spokespeople in the company, right? They're gonna let them have a voice in the company. Triller's clearly got the bag. If you're invested in something like that, you clearly want to do right by artists. You give all 43 artists that were involved in the Verzuz battle some equity. To me, that's enough for me. That's enough for me to say, okay, these are the type of conversations I want my people to have. If you still got to sell your brand after you make it popping, I'm not mad at that. I am not mad at that. I know it's going to offend some people, but I would just say to some people out there, you got to understand how business works. I know that sounds, a little crazy on concept, like, yo, building a platform and then selling it to somebody that ain't black. I get it, but we need money right now. We need generational wealth in our communities. That's more important to me than anything else right now. And plus, honestly, I don't think Verzuz was going to continue anyway. Outside is opening back up. I don't think people going to care about Verzuz battles that much this summer. Niggas is back outside. I don't think people going to care about Verzuz that much because outside is open. Personally, my favorite Verzuz battle in the last calendar year was the Jonte Austin and Neo one. I just thought that was an incredible battle. the biggest moment of Verzuz is not even close. It was clearly when Gucci and Jeezy did they Verzuz. Clearly, not even close. But to me, my favorite battle was the Jonte Austin and Neo joint. I just thought, record for record, I don't know who won that bad boy. It was incredible. And last but not least, in one of the biggest flexes of money I ever seen in my life, according to Page Six, who I feel like's got a direct connection to the Kardashian family, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West are no longer talking as the two continue with their divorce. Apparently, Kanye did the most Kanye thing I've ever seen in my life. He's changed all his phone numbers on his former wife and told her she can only contact him through his security. That is wild. But I could never in my wildest dreams imagine telling my baby moms, you cannot contact me. I don't care how bad things get. You can only contact me through my security. We got kids together. Apparently, Kanye still does regularly visit the kids at the crib that the two, they still kind of share. Apparently, Kim Kardashian owns all the land around the crib, but Kanye owns the crib himself. The source told Page Six, even before Kim filed for divorce, Kanye changed his numbers and said, you can contact me through my security. Despite this, Kim does still trust Kanye around the kids. She knows he loves him, and he's seeing a lot of them. When Kanye comes around to the crib, she leaves the house. He arrives and hangs out with the kids. They have an army of nannies, so the transition is easy. Again, it was announced that Kim Kardashian officially filed from divorce from Kanye on February 19th. Yeah, that is wild, man. Could you imagine not having any contact with your BM at all? Like, damn, that tells me it probably was not the greatest of marriages between Kim and Ye. I also see that Ye's working on some new music out there on the West Coast / Wyoming as well. Listening to Sci-Hi the Prince on Vlad TV talk about the new music that the two are working on together. Y'all let me know what y'all think about all these incredible news stories in the comment box below. I thank you guys so much for the time, love, and support. Y'all know I will never, and I mean never, take it for granted. We don't play that around here. With that being said, I am tired of talking. Thank y'all so much. I'm out. Catch full new episodes of FERRO's music-based platform every day only on YouTube at itsmrtaliaferro. You can also find clips, updates, giveaways, and more on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, also at itsmrtaliaferro. For all basketball fans, make sure you tune in to FERRO's daily highlights, reports, and commentary on YouTube at HoopsFERRO, and even more updates on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at HoopsFERRO as well.